Welcome to the Spring 2026 installment of Eye of the Storm. I'm Sara Gonzalez.
And I'm Sophia Curran. Before we discuss our first story today, the Lunar New Year celebrations are in full swing across New York, so we sent the WRED-TV crew to the Lunar New Year Festival.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Williams.
And I'm Camille Rivera.
And we're here at the D'Angelo Center with WRED-TV for a Lunar New Year celebration. Who am I here with?
I'm Sam.
All right, first of all, Sam, I want to congratulate you. You did an amazing job today in the fan dance. Other than your own performance, obviously, what was your favorite part of the night?
I don't think I had like one favorite part, but I just love the energy. I feel like there were so many different parts and they all just came together into one. Lunar New Year is all about like unity, I feel like.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Elisa Riek.
That's awesome. And what was your role here planning this event?
So my role here tonight was this event manager. So basically going in from day one, it would be from planning all the food, organizing the staff, and on the day of, it would be wrangling all the volunteers, instructing them what to do and how to go about it, and then I would just go in and figure out if I like it or not, and then if anything needs to be changed.
Who am I here with?
Oh, my name is Awan Bukbesi.
What's been your favorite part of the night?
Honestly, just the singing, the dancing, everything, especially, I forgot what it was called, but the lion or dragon that happened at the beginning, that was amazing. That was so cool.
What was your favorite food that you got to eat tonight?
Ooh, that's hard. The sandwiches are really good. I really like those. I got an extra one to take home.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Michelle. What's your name?
My name's Camille. Nice to meet you. So what did you like about the event tonight?
I really like the cultural fan dancing, and then the K-dance. I was also dancing, performing as well. I was performing for them, well, rooting for them really, and I was very happy to see them perform.
What are you hoping to bring into this new year?
I'm just hoping that we can bring all the laughter, we all come together as one big group of family, and then we just bring all the memories to the following year as well.
All right, who am I here with?
Shawnee Star of New York City, DJ Zeke. How y'all feeling? What's up, y'all?
What was your favorite part of tonight's event?
I think culture is a beautiful thing. So, some people don't know their culture. And watching, even though some people might not have Asian heritage, they still showed up to show love. And that's a beautiful thing, man. We have a limited time on this earth. We have to enjoy it. We have to enjoy the people around you. It is free to show love. It takes work to hate.
Our first story today, a boom in the sales of RAM to AI companies is pricing out consumers. Many major RAM manufacturers, such as NVIDIA, have chosen to sell a majority of their RAM to AI companies while delaying production on their new consumer market RAM cards. Micron has announced that they will be leaving the consumer market entirely in order to sell exclusively to AI companies. These changes in corporate priorities have caused the price of RAM to double and in some cases triple in price, leaving consumers unsure of what to do.
Staying on economics, a growing national tax boycott has garnered thousands of constituents to pledge their involvement by signing a petition with the following demands. 1. Safeguard constitutional rights for everyone in the U.S. 2. End executive overreach and uphold the balance of power between the branches of government. 3. Audit DOGE and restore funds and jobs to affected agencies. 4. Tax reform. Close loopholes for the ultra-wealthy and ensure fair tax contributions. The IRS described the concept as frivolous contention in October 2025.
Zohran Mamdani has endorsed Governor Kathy Hochul for re-election as New York State Governor. Hochul's position as a centrist and Mamdani's as a socialist places them on opposite ends of the Democratic political spectrum. Their alliance follows her support of Mamdani during his mayoral run, which shared ground on issues like childcare and affordability. Though they remain divided on Mamdani's push to tax the wealthy, Hochul has thanked Mamdani for his support, stating, "I know that he'll stand strong alongside me as we fight against Donald Trump's attacks on this state."
More on Mayor Mamdani. After supporting the abolition of ICE, the mayor has created an interagency response committee, which aims at preparing citywide responses to potential escalations from immigration enforcement and protecting the city's sanctuary status.
President Trump has officially ended the federal government's legal authority to control pollution and emissions such as carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases. He was able to do this by terminating the endangerment findings. The endangerment findings is a collection of over 200 pages of scientific data that showed a link between emissions and public harm. Since 2009, the EPA has used these findings as the bedrock to justify their regulations.
Across the United States, county and state police departments are using AI license plate readers in school district cameras for immigration crackdowns and investigations. Teachers, parents, and students alike have been arrested during school pickup and drop-off times. Further, ICE Director Todd Leone confirmed the enforcement agency will be present at the FIFA World Cup, citing security concerns while refusing to pause any potential operations near or potentially at the games.
That's some of what's going on in our city and country right now, but let's see what's buzzing on campus.
Hey, I'm Nasir from WRED-TV, and this is Campus Buzz. Who am I here with today?
My name is Christian.
Nia Green. Katarine Reyes.
We're Quentin right now.
Joseph Hackett.
Emma.
Ryan.
Michael.
So the question of the day is, how do you guys feel about the new soda machine in Montegoras?
I have no clue about the soda machine in Montegoras.
Have you seen the new soda machine in Monty's?
No, yeah, I have. It's actually pretty good, actually.
The new soda machine?
You ain't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yo, no way. How you been in Monty's and haven't seen the new soda machine?
I'm not gonna lie, I just get the ice cream and I dip. That's it.
I'll say it's good. Another number of range selection, stuff like that, but upstairs is bad. Like, they be closing down every 5 minutes. It's ridiculous, but overall it's good. Number of selections, I like it.
Have you been in Monty's recently?
I have not. I've never been in Monty's.
Really? Never? Are you a freshman?
I'm a sophomore, but I transferred.
Oh, so you're basically a freshman. What's your favorite drinks from there?
I'm a classic guy. I go Coke, but sometimes I like a little Minute Maid. Might go vitamin water.
What's most likely to be more real? Bigfoot or a Yeti?
Yeti. I thought Bigfoot is like a Yeti.
So it's like, you know how like there's bears in the woods?
Like a Yeti is in the snow?
Yeah.
Yeti.
What's your favorite kind of sweatpants? Just wondering.
Favorite kind of sweatpants? I like the straight leg. That's why I cut these sweatpants right here. I've had these since like middle school. But I definitely cut them up because like the cuff, I don't know, it just feels weird now, like wearing cuffs, you know. I don't know. I like straight leg better.
Do you guys think you can beat Mario in a jumping competition?
No, I don't think so.
Hell yeah.
How? I mean, if he get that star, you know, he start.
I'm the best at everything I do. I always do the best at it, so I know I'm gonna win.
So the question of the day is, do you guys commute or do you guys dorm?
I commute. I live on campus.
I dorm in O'Connor.
Dorm in O'Connor?
Yeah.
I live on campus. I live in Cary.
I'm a commuter.
Do you guys think, right, as a commuter and as someone who dorms, that you can beat one another in a fight?
Nah.
Nah?
Like a physical fight?
A fight?
Honestly, I'm gonna cry.
Why are you gonna cry?
I have horrible fight or flight senses.
Are you from New York?
I am from New York.
Come on, girl. Come on.
I feel like if we were to get in a fight, commuter versus dorm person, I guess, a commuter would win.
So if I was to bring somebody on stage right now, on this camera, don't worry about it.
Okay. Nah.
You're running around all day and like I'm well rested because I live on campus. So if we fight at the end of the day, like it's clipped, like it's done.
You think we can beat the commuters watching in a fight?
100%.
Interview done. That's it. I'm Nasir from WRED-TV. This has been Campus Buzz.
Heavy-hitting journalism at its finest, people.
After the Red Storm vs. UConn games on February 6th and February 9th, A one-piece trading card giveaway at Madison Square Garden caused bidding wars throughout the arena. Card buyers could be found everywhere in the concourse, on the escalators, and especially at the arena's exits. Cards sold for up to $200 on the 6th, with prices dropping to $100 on the 9th. Brian Pizarras, an alumni who went to both games, said that the giveaway was very chaotic in a good way, because not only was the giveaway an event in itself, the whole euphoria after the remarkable win against Connecticut added to the excitement. The cards will be available at one more Red Storm game on February 28th.
More in the sports world. Super Bowl 60 took place at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, with the Seattle Seahawks pitted against the New England Patriots. The former took this year's title with a 29-13 win. The Seahawks were consistently favored to win the game, with Seattle's elite dark side defense and MVP running back Kenneth Walker III smothering the Patriots offense and preventing any scoring by the Patriots on 10 possessions. This victory marks the second Super Bowl win by the Seahawks in history. This was the fourth highest viewed Super Bowl of all time, making Bad Bunny's halftime show one of the most viewed musical performances in television history.
The 2026 Winter Olympics, hosted in Milano Cortina, Italy, is now in full swing after its opening ceremony on February 6th. As of this recording, Norway has currently taken the lead in medal count, with 13 medals total. America trails very close behind, however, with 12 medals, primarily from the freestyle skiing, alpine skiing, and figure skating categories. Other popular sports like hockey and snowboarding are still in its preliminary rounds, but will come to conclusions within the next week. Best of luck to all athletes competing.
A familiar face to gamers graces the silver screen with the release of Iron Lung, a film produced, directed, and starring Mark Fishbach, better known online as Markiplier. Based on the indie video game of the same name, with a budget of $3 million, Iron Lung is riding high after its opening weekend with an astounding $17.8 million brought in at the domestic box office. Iron Lung is challenging big studios and showing that independent filmmaking can be successful.
More on blockbusters in just a moment with Entertainment Corner. But first, we brought Sara Rondini in to learn more about the APO organization.
Hello, I'm here with Sara Rondini, Business Manager of Alpha Psi Omega, a performing arts fraternity. So what are your responsibilities as Business Manager of APO?
So Alpha Psi Omega is our theater honor society here on campus. I have a lot of fun responsibilities, and it's a role that I never really thought I would take on if you ask my freshman year self, but it has been the biggest blessing and the most fun opportunity. The biggest thing, obviously, managing the finances of the organization. I coordinate a lot with operations and SGI to manage our budget, especially when it comes to things like lighting and things that we actually have to hire out professionals and pay people for. But I think my favorite part of being the business manager is one of the tasks that you get for being on the executive board is getting to produce one of the shows that we put on. We put on 6 shows per season. We put on a cabaret for charity. We have our opening week talent show. We have our Evenings of 1X Plays, which is the one that I was able to produce. We have our dance concert, and then we have our show Midian at the end of the year.
Nice, all very interesting.
Yeah.
Describe the process of watching the APO members create their stories from Evening of 1Act Plays.
Yes, so what's really cool about APO in general is that everything is very student driven. Everything that we produce is student written, student directed, student produced. And so I think my favorite part of being the producer of Evenings of 1Act Plays is receiving everyone's script submissions and all the stories that they came up with all on their own. You would be surprised with like the amount of intelligence that people have and the ideas that they are able to put on paper and the transition from it being on paper to actually going up on stage. It's my job as producer to make sure that every director feels supported in their shows and that their vision is coming to life in the way that they envisioned it. And it's really special to be able to be that support system, not only for the directors, but also the cast as well. So I think my favorite part of the entire process is just seeing the transition from what I read on paper and how I envisioned it in my own mind to how it actually hit the stage.
How does your role as co-producer of the 1Act show differ from your role as director of the upcoming APO dance concert?
Yes, they are a bit different roles because when you're a producer of a show in the Little Theater, you're mostly dealing with the tech side of things. You're not really super hands-on with the cast until Tech Week comes and everyone's rehearsing in the theater space. But basically my job is to contact operations, make sure everything is sorted out with SGI based on like the funds that we're using, any outside guests that need to come in, we need to like pre-register them, any graphics that we need to hang up and promote. We make the playbill, we hire our tech team. So we're really just there to work on the behind the scenes of the entire show and make sure it goes up on its feet. But obviously we do get to know the cast at some point, and that's really special because I wouldn't be there without them and they wouldn't be there without me. And so it's a really nice symbiotic relationship that we have.
It's very nice. What are the benefits and setbacks of APO being a student-run organization?
I think the most special part is that being a student-run organization, no one's forced to be there. Everyone is truly there because they have a passion for what they want to do. And we all have a mutual respect for each other to make sure that each other's visions are being put up on stage in the way that the creator envisioned it. So for example, it could be very nerve-wracking to write a one act. It could be very nerve-wracking to choreograph a dance. It could be very nerve-wracking to basically put your artwork in front of an audience. But everyone that is involved in our community is very, very determined and hardworking to make sure that we are not going to let each other down. I don't know how many people actually know this, but we don't have a performing arts major or a musical theater major at St. John's. So truly everyone is there because they are passionate about it, and we are each other's support system, and we want to be able to showcase our art, even if it's just to each other.
Yeah.
That's what it means to us. It's very important.
It's very nice. So how does alumni involvement impact productions and overall club activity?
Our organization is very special because we allow alumni to come back and be heavily involved in a lot of our processes. Most of our cabarets are alumni written, and occasionally we will also have alumni participate in our evenings of one act plays. Sometimes they write scripts, sometimes they direct, and they also participate in a lot of our dance concerts. And there's a huge sense of community within Alpha Psi Omega. We always are there for each other no matter how many years it's been since we've graduated, or if you're a newly freshman coming in to participate. And I think an event that really showcased that relationship is we had a very unfortunate circumstance with the snowstorm that hit a couple weeks ago, where our biggest rehearsal day that takes place on Sundays, it's called Q to Q, where we put all of our tech elements together. It takes minimum 12 hours, got postponed and canceled because of the snow. And we weren't allowed in the theater until the following Tuesday. So not only were we losing our main tech day, we were also losing a full day of tech rehearsal on Monday. I was fortunate enough, shout out to my friend Chris, who lives in Poughkeepsie. He's an APO alumni who moved his doctor's appointments, found a way to get from Poughkeepsie to here to be able to help us put on the show, essentially. He helped us with all of our behind the scenes tech elements because being a student run organization, people had class on Tuesday. Not everyone could be there, but he was so kind to come back and help us. And same with all of our directors that were able to make the commute back from work, as opposed to like a Sunday where they would have been there all day. They were able to come and help us out. So we do have a really strong sense of community in that aspect. People have come back for 10, 20 years just to be involved because we support each other in the arts no matter what.
What other projects will APO showcase this semester?
So what I'm most excited for, I am so privileged to be the director of this year's APO dance concert. That is another completely student-run production where we have about 20 pieces that are choreographed all by students, performed all by students and alumni. That's coming up April 17th and 18th. We have so many different styles ranging from ballet, tap, jazz, modern, contemporary, hip-hop, and it's going to be a really fun opportunity. We also have our last show of the show season coming up late April, which is our show Midian. It's kind of like a talent show. You get to do whatever you're passionate about. And then one of my favorite events of the year, we have our annual induction ceremony where we induct our new members into the Honor Society and kind of celebrate the entire show season that we've had together this past year.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. But before we end show, Joe and Sophia will talk all things entertainment.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Corner. We're your hosts, Sophia Burns
and Joseph Hackett. 2025 has been a big year for cinema, or should I say a super year for cinema. So speaking of that, Sinners has been nominated a record 16 times, 2 more than the previous record holders. I think Amelia Perez last year, it was around 13 or 14. And they are nominated for Best Director, Best Picture. Like, I mean, the list goes on, obviously.
Wow.
As well as the award season is in the midst right now. One Battle After Another has already won a couple of Golden Globes and a couple critics, I think one Critics' Choice or 2 Critics' Choices, and as well as up for 13 Oscars. I mean, it's very a lot being going on for the Oscars right now, as well as non-English films being nominated, like The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value. Very nice, very up and coming, and we're excited to see that and what is going to happen in the next few months. But for you, the award season has also been happening at the Grammys.
Yeah, so while the Oscars were around the corner, the winners and losers of the Grammys have been decided. Quite a few upsets, quite a few victories at the same time. It started off with a large performance of all of the new artist nominees. We had Cat's Eye, Olivia Dean, Addison Rae, Leon Thomas, the Marias, Alex Warren, and Lola Young all performing their pieces, kind of really showing and setting the stage on what we're excited to see coming into the next year. But of course, a lot of controversies. Sabrina Carpenter was a big one, nominated for 6 Grammys, and she went home with none. There was a lot of hope for her album Man's Best Friend and her song Man Child. Unfortunately, wasn't enough to take anything home. But we have some awesome victories. Bad Bunny won Best Album of the Year. That was really exciting. An entirely Spanish album, which is first of its kind, I believe, very first in history. Incredible to see. We had Record of the Year being given to Kendrick Lamar and SZA for their song Luther. Incredible. Song of the Year was also a surprise. Wildflower by Billie Eilish. Nobody really expected that, not even Billie. You should have seen her reaction. It was quite the surprise. And a lot of conversation about that over the logistics of what should be allowed and what shouldn't. But either way, we had a lot of awesome stuff. Pop vocal went to Swag by Justin Bieber. And one of my personal favorite new categories was Best Cover Art, which was given to Tyler, the Creator, for Chromacopia. Lots of really interesting nominees, actually. However, Tyler, of course, was probably the most iconic, most recognizable. So, of course, he got to bring that home. Performance-wise, I was a big fan of Lady Gaga's. I was a huge fan of Lady Gaga's. That was incredible. I was a big fan of that. And yeah, a couple other more categories, I believe. Let me think. I know there was Best Pop Duo and Group. That was quite interesting. There was a lot of people hoping for K-Pop Demon Hunters, Wicked, Cat's Eye, I believe. But the winner of that actually was Wicked, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. So at least they won that award. I don't know how well they were doing with the movie side.
The first Wicked got like 10 nods at the Oscars. This new one, 0. None.
Wow.
There's no Wicked nominations at all for the second one. You know, I mean, not my type of movie, but you know what is my type of movie on these upcoming movies that are coming up? There's upcoming movies that are coming up. We have The Odyssey, which is coming out, which is Christopher Nolan's basis of the Iliad, and I'm very excited for that. I want to read it beforehand. We got Avengers Doomsday coming out later in the year for all the Marvel fans. All you sci-fi fans as well, Dune Part 3 is coming out. I know everyone is excited for that. The first one is really good. The second one was even better. But, I mean, Part 3 is coming out, going to bring it all together. Timothée Chalamet, I think, is coming back. He's on all the posters.
Yeah.
So that's definitely very exciting. Cat in the Hat for all you parents and for all you kids who might be watching. Cat in the Hat, a new animated adventure, I will say, is also coming out, as well as Moana, which is, that's up to you if you are into the Moana live action. But definitely numerous other movies that are coming out, like the new Peaky Blinders as well, that is going to even be on Netflix a week after it has been released.
Yeah.
But enough of my upcoming movies. Any upcoming albums or things that are
plenty of upcoming albums for sure. I'm really excited to see. Something that just came out, Charlie XCX's album for the movie Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, and
something
also
we
her
also
movie
share.
that is coming out too.
And her own movie, I believe it's already out as well.
Yeah, it's out. Directed by
her album
friend
was
Aiden.
just released, I believe, last week. I have taken a couple listens. Pretty interesting. I'm really excited to see where that goes. We have The Great Divide by Noah Kahan for those who are really into folk. I'm a little excited for that one. He just released a song a few weeks ago. And yeah, we have Harry Styles, Baby Keem, Bruno Mars, lots of other stuff. BTS, I'm excited for BTS.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And as much as I am excited for that, that is all the time we have for today. I'm Joseph Hackett.
And I'm Sophia Burns.
And that is Entertainment Corner. We appreciate it. See you next time. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Sit in, eat some popcorn, and have a great year.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm Sophia Curran.
And I'm Sara Gonzalez. Good night.